Hello Happy Yogis, this is our first video for the year and I'm excited for us to get back on our mats. This video is about hitting the reset button. We're going to be focusing on some mobility work for our joints and muscles as a way just to kickstart our practice again. It's a really great practice anyway, any time of the year if you ever wanted to revisit this video. If you have any aches and pains, whether it's your posture, feeling really stressed, you kind of just need to shake off a bit of that energy, and this is a really great routine. So let's get started. We'll just come to our mats cross-legged as I am, or finding a comfortable seat. I'm going to get you to just rest your hands on your knees and just try to sit a little bit upright without being stiff or rigid through the upper body. We'll begin with just a bit of a centering practice with our breath. So if it feels okay, you can close your eyes or have your eyes open. So just notice your body for a moment. How do you feel? Most of the time we want to reset when we've had a lot going on as a way of just kind of switching off and starting again. So it's important that we take a moment to acknowledge and be mindful of how we feel. We're not trying to change how we feel right now. We just want to simply be present. Coming to your breath, notice the flow of your breath in and out. Maybe trying to extend that breath a little bit deeper or longer. Maybe making that breath go down a little bit deeper into your diaphragm, your belly. Emptying out as you exhale. Let's do a few more breaths here. If it feels good, go a little bit deeper. If you feel tightness, it's too difficult, just breathe normally. We don't want to be forceful. We want to ease ourselves into our practice today. One more breath. And once you've taken a nice exhale, open your eyes if you've got them closed. Okay, let's start to just warm up our upper body a little bit. I just want you to begin with just some gentle shoulder rolls. Doesn't have to be big movements, just as good as it feels for you, kind of working through any tightness or tension there. Getting some movement happening. And then the other way. And then relaxing your shoulders down. We're going to interlace our fingers. We're going to push our palms out. We're going to sit up really long if we can. So just lengthening up from the base of your spine. As you push the palms out, feel the opening in your shoulder blades behind you. So we're also creating space as well when we reset, which is really nice. So stretches are really great for that. Then reach your arms up above your head, get nice and long. Now depending on how your shoulders feel, you may feel tired, especially if maybe you haven't been doing yoga for a while. So bend your elbows if that feels easier, or you can take it further back if it feels good on your shoulders. Just hold it here, feel that length. We'll add a side stretch now over to your right. Make sure your neck's relaxed, just following your spine. Come back to center, and then to your left. And come back to center. Now if your arms and shoulder feel okay, we're going to do one more twist. We're going to do a twist. Otherwise you can rest your hands down if you need to. So you're going to just gently turn your spine and turn your gaze to the right. Come back to center. And then to your left. And back to center. Relax your arms down by your sides. Okay, now we're going to come onto our hands and knees. So, palms directly under your shoulders, knees are in line with your hips. We're We are going to start with our right arm. So you're going to just reach your right arm up. And then you're going to slide the right arm through between the left palm and the left knee, all the way through. Gently lower the right side of your shoulder, turning to look to the left, lowering the right side of your head down on the ground. Using your left hand, just gently push away from the floor a little bit so you get a bit of a stretch, and just notice how your shoulders feel. If this feels good, stay here. If it doesn't, you don't have to push. Breathe. And then we'll lift back up. Now that right arm, I'm going to actually turn to face you. That right arm, you're going to reach it and take it out to the right. You're going to drop it to the right, bringing the arm shoulder level. Gently lower your right shoulder down and turn to look to the left. So you can drop the right side of your head, turning to look to the left. So what this is doing is also opening up the upper back and then coming back to center. Okay, now we're going to do the same with our left arm. So you're going to reach your left arm up. You're going to slide it through to the right. Lower the left side of your head, turning to look to the right. And then you can push against your right hand if you want to just get a bit of a twist happening. Notice how your shoulders feel, your upper back feels. Really nice for some mobility in the upper back. And then coming up. Now take that left arm out to the side. Lower the left palm down, sort of in line with your shoulder. Gently lower the left shoulder down. Once again, just turning your head to look to the right. You want to go deeper, try to see if you can let your chest sink down a bit more. And lifting back up. Okay, I'm going to turn back sideways from here. Let's just take the child's pose. I want you to walk your hands away from you and sit back onto your heels. As you push back, you can let your arms just slide back a little bit and sort of just push in. You want to take your knees out a bit wider, getting into those hips you can as well. Lower your head down. Take a nice deep breath in here as you hold. Feel an expansion through the back, your ribs. And as you breathe out, really sink down into that stretch. Relax the shoulders, your back. Just feel how good it is to stretch. And then we're going to lift back up. From here, we're going to go into downward dog. So spreading out your fingers, making sure those arms are in line with your shoulders, tuck your toes under, knees off the floor. And just adjusting your feet so that they're in line with your hips as well. We'll just paddle, bending one knee, then the other. It is nice to just pause when you bend one knee and push back against one heel. It's just a really nice stretch in the back of the legs. Then swap. Swap. And one more time, swapping over. And then straighten both legs. Now if your back or your hamstrings feel really tight for this, knees can be slightly bent and push against the floor with your hands, trying to really get that chest close towards the feet. You get a really nice stretch through the back as well. We're going to step our right leg forward, coming into a low lunge, so lowering that back knee down, feet flat if possible, and coming up. So for this, if you have a cushion handy, I highly recommend just putting one under that back knee for extra support, because we are going to be in this position a little bit. You're going to have your hands by your sides. There's going to be a bit of balancing work, which is great. Basically for the whole body, you're going to feel it in your legs, your hips, as well as the upper body. So we're going to have our hands by our sides, and we're just going to gently push our hip forward, and as far as you feel you can stretch. Then we're going to come up, and you're going to just straighten that right leg and point your right toes up. Bend. hands up. So this is mobility. We're not using support to move up and down with our hands, but if you really need to, you could if you're losing your balance. Now as we push forward, we're going to reach both our arms up as well. And then as we start to straighten that front leg, we're going to lean our arms forward and reach it back, lowering the head down. And can you feel that lovely stretch through the back of the leg? Come forward, arms reach up, and straighten the right leg, lowering your upper body down, reaching the arms back. Coming back to center. Now we're going to lower both our arms down, tuck your left toes under, lift your left knee up, and we're going to step our right leg back into downward dog. And we're going to swap. We're going to bring our left foot forward. Lower your right knee down. It's the same thing again, coming up. Arms are out by your sides. Push your hip forward. And straighten the front leg. See if you can point your toes up. Bend, forward, and straighten. This time with the arms, as you reach forward, reach your arms up. Straighten your left leg, reach your arms back. Bend, reach your arms up. And straighten, reaching back. Coming back up, and now we lower both our arms down. Tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee up and step your right leg forward. So we're coming into a forward bend, stretch down here. You can let your arms dangle down, really allowing the weight of your body to pull you down, feeling that stretch. And then knees slightly bend, gently rolling all the way up to you standing. Now we are going to do our model walk. I'm going to get you to interlace your fingers, push your palms out. Now again, if shoulder is an issue, you can always just reach up. Even if your arms are just this far forward, that's fine. Or if you can get more flexibility and mobility in the shoulder, reach those arms straight up. Come right up onto your toes. And we're just going to walk around your room, wherever you are, up and down, just walking right up on your tippy toe. Try to keep it active where you're really pushing up as you stretch. And you can also add a bit of a side stretch that way. Getting into the side body as you walk. What a great stretch. Really nice if you've been sitting all day and you just need to get up and stretch your body. Okay, and then we'll come back to center. Relax your arms down. We're going to do some rotations now. So we're going to interlace our fingers again and move our arms around. So you're going to push your palms out as we did when we were seated and reach your arms back up. And now we're going to go into a bit of a spinal rotation. So I want your feet out slightly wider as well, just hip width apart, that will help. And knees are slightly bent. Remember, not tense or rigid, just really nice and soft through your body. Side bend over to the right. Then you're going to turn your upper body to the right as well and start to reach over like you're trying to bring your right arm down towards your right foot. Then circle it to the left. Reach out to the left and slowly start to come all the way back up to standing. Lovely spinal rotation. Again, to your right. So we'll do a couple on each side. Knees are bent. Really let go of any tension through the knees or the body. Try and stay soft. Coming up. And then we'll go over to the other side, to your left. Circle over to the right. Coming up. As you start to feel the movement, try to bring a sense of softness through your body. One last time to your left. Over to your right. And coming back up. Relax your arms down. We're going to stay here with our legs out slightly wider. We're going to try and get this into a bit of a yogic squat as well. Again, squatting as far as you can, depending on how it feels on your knees. We're going to stretch our arms up above our heads. Take a breath in, lengthen up. As you exhale, push back against your hips, come all the way down to a forward bend. Now, if your fingers don't reach the floor, doesn't matter. We are going to bend our knees anyway, and then start to bring your fingertips to touch and keep sinking your weight down. And this may be what it would look like for you, possibly. If you can't reach all the way down, hold it here. Otherwise, we're going to come all the way down into a yogic squat, palms together by our chest. Then we go back down, bring our palms down and start to straighten up. Come back up to standing, reach your arms up above your head. Don't do this too quickly, you'll get a head rush. Take a breath in. Exhale, push back against your hips. Down, down, down to a forward bend. Then start to sink down as much as you can, coming into a yogic squat. Lowering your arms down, start to straighten your leg. One more time, coming up to standing. Take your time, nice and slow. Reach your arms up, take a breath in. Exhale, fall forward. Bend your knees and squat. And lower your arms down. Come back into that forward bend. Just take a moment here again, just to hang loose. Knees are slightly bent and roll up to standing. Okay, now we're going to take this into a warrior two. I'm going to turn sideways, so just come into the front of your mats. Standing nice and tall, take a breath in again, stretch those arms up. Exhale, all the way down to a forward bend. Now we're going to step our left leg back. We're going to turn our left foot to the left, right? And then we lift up to warrior two. So right arm to the front, left arm behind you, opening your chest, gazing over your right fingertips. Feel into your feet on the floor. I like to spread my toes and let them drop. You can just really feel my feet grounded. Get a little bit lower if you want to get a bit more of a stretch through the inner thigh and hips. Let's hold and breathe. Then we'll straighten our right leg. Triangle pose. Reach over and down. Left arm reaches up. Look up to your left palm or straight ahead. And how far you want to reach your arms down is up to you. It's a reset, so there's no need to try and force yourself into the posture. Just allow yourself to find that really nice spot, that sweet spot where you're feeling the stretch and it feels good. Then we're going to bend our knee, come back up, and a reverse. Left arm lowers down, bend your front knee, reach back with the right arm. The left arm, we're not trying to reach it all the way back, we're just resting it and letting it slide as far as it feels good. And we come back to warrior two. And we lower both arms down to the front of our mats. Let's step our left foot forward. And we're going to swap sides. We're going to take our right leg back. And we're going to come up to warrior two on the other side. Left arm to the front, right arm behind you. Open your chest. Gazing over your left fingertips. Breathe. Let your breath support you in the posture. Feel that spaciousness in your body from all that stretching. Then we're going to straighten our left leg, reach forward and lower our left arm down. Right arm reaches up. Then bend your left knee, coming back up to warrior two. and adding that reverse. Back to warrior two. Now we're going to lower both arms down to the front of our mats. And we're going to step our left leg back into downward dog. Stretch it out here for a moment. So you may feel a bit more stretched out. You may press back into your heels a little bit more. Knees can be slightly bent. In fact, I do recommend knees slightly bent all the time. Not too much, but just a tiny bend. Push your chest in towards your feet. And then we'll lower both knees down. And we're going to come all the way down onto our belly. Reach your arms above your head. I'm going to move away from the wall a little bit. Okay. So we are going to inhale, lift our heads up, legs and arms off the floor. And then exhale to lower down. Try to keep your gaze looking down rather than up, so you're lengthening the back of your neck. We're also now going to add to this, we're going to circle our arms. So you're going to inhale, lift, reach your arms back. Come back to center and down. I did not tell you how to breathe for that one. I wasn't sure if maybe you may be holding your breath. So we're going to try that again. Break it down with the breath as well. Take a breath in, up. Exhale, reach your arms back. Inhale, bring your arms forward. Exhale, lower down. One last time, inhale up. Straight arms out to the sides as you exhale. Inhale, straight arms forward. Exhale, lower down. Take a moment here just to breathe, catch your breath. You can bring your arms down by your sides. And from here, we're going to turn over onto our back. Just for some gentle core work. Knees are bent, feet flat. You're just going to have your arms down by your sides. We'll start with some gentle bridge. So with bridge, I like to think of pressing down the feet into the floor so it really activates your core and your thighs. So it helps if you sort of lift your toes up and you can feel the front and the back of you pressing down into the floor. As you do that, lift your hips up. Notice how much more you engage those muscles as you come up. You can bring your arms a bit closer to your body and then gently lower down. Now you can do it with your toes relaxed. That was just for you to feel it. But try that same thing again. Push down into the floor, lift. Stay active through the feet. Thighs will be engaged, quads, glutes will be engaged as well, and your core. And then gently lower down. One more time, push down and lift. Exhale and lower. Now from here, we're going to lift our feet off the floor, keeping our knees bent. Now often when we do our core work, this is a gentle, simple core work as well, so you don't have to focus too much on arching your back, but if your lower back doesn't feel good, keep the knee closer to you. If you feel alright and you want to make that a bit more challenging, try to bring that knees in line with your hip. Okay, arms are down by our sides. All we're going to do is bring our right toes down and gently tap. Don't push the feet all the way flat, just a tap and bring it back up. Left and up. So if we're doing it with the breath, inhale, right toes, tap, exhale, back up. Notice how I'm not doing it fast. You won't feel much that way. Inhale, tap, exhale up. So see if you can follow my pace. Resist the urge to push this too fast. Lower your right toes, up. Left toes, inhale, exhale, up. See if you can do one more on each side. Right toes, up. Left toes, and then up. Hug both your knees into your chest. Just gentle rocks from side to side. Then we're going to keep our knees bent, feet flat. We'll do some twists. Arms out to your sides, shoulder level. These are just gentle twists as well. Now I like to get into my chest, my pecs, because they get really tight for me. So I bend my elbows out to the sides and I find I get a bit more of a deeper stretch there. Give it a try. So drop both knees to the right. Keep your head just gaze looking upwards. Bring the knees up and then to your left. And up. To your right. Lift to your left. And up. Again to your right. Lift and to your left. And up. Bringing your arms back down, we're going to place our hands on our ribs. Close your eyes down for a second. Now take a moment here to notice how you feel when you first started compared to now. Movement is such a great way to reset both our bodies and mind. Bring your breath to a relaxed state, allowing it to settle back into its own natural rhythm. While movement is a really great way to reset, your breath is also really powerful to reset. Just a minute of being mindful of your breathing, completely staying focused on that movement or rhythm of your breath. Pulls you out of your habitual autopilot reactions, allowing you to be a bit more present. If you find yourself resisting this and wanting to come out, we're not going to be here too long. Stick with me. Breathe. Allow yourself to reset. Take one deep breath in. And when you're ready, completely exhale. Reach both your arms up above your head. You can open your eyes and straighten your legs. Nice big stretch from either end. A nice one also is to kind of just turn your body to one side. So I'm going to turn my whole body to the right. Stretch. And then just gently turning over to the left. your back. And when you're ready, finding your way back up on your mats. And that is all for our reset practice. I hope you enjoyed it and feel a bit more energized and refreshed after. I'll see you again soon.